Good morning. I passed my driving test or driving assessment test for Uber yesterday, and I was fairly pleased with myself. It was my second time. I failed the first time and I went in again. I waited for about 3-4 weeks for the next available appointment. I went in not having any major expectation, tried my best, and I actually passed. The guy said you passed. You had, I think, 7 or 8 minor faults, and some of the questions he asks at the end regarding stopping distances and what have you, I got some of them wrong as well. I only got one right, which was the signs, to tell him what it was. And yeah, I was pleased. And now the next hurdle is it's actually doing my medical check, which is about 50-60 pounds. Doctor signs it off to make sure that you're fit and well to drive. And then after that, it's finding a car, a suitable car that meets the criteria for Uber driving private hire here in South Yorkshire. And then insurance. So it's never ending. You'd think you are going to be flying a plane full of passengers. The whole system is a bitch. It's a scam. Money making scheme, that's what it is. The council have got their share of the pie, other institute driving, doctors, everything is, it's like a big scam that you have to go through in order to drive. Basically, you're going through hurdles just to have a job at the end of it. And it's a donkey job. You're driving people around. So the more I look into it, the more I feel like I want to curse it and make people aware that it may not be for everyone, because the costs of entry, the barrier to entry is really high. It's a joke. So you have to do donkey hours to make a bit of money. And then your car is depreciating at the same time because you're putting the mileage on. So I'm thinking, is this really worth it? But I've come this far. I will give it a go, try it for a couple of months and see if I enjoy the driving and dealing with people. It may work out fine. I don't know. I really don't know, guys, but we'll see what happens. And this whole insurance thing is a bullshit scam as well, because my first year I'm looking at maybe 4 or 5 grand, even though I'm 37. I've got 9 years no claim bonus, but I can't use my no claim bonus for private driving into taxi driving. So that's another scam there as well. So the system is designed to fuck you up. So you, as a citizen, in essence, should fuck the system up. Every possible opportunity you get, fuck the system. If you can get away with it, fuck it. That's what it needs, guys. And I know I'm becoming a bit, you know, cursing and stuff like that, but it's just my frustration with the system. But the coffee's nice. It's addictive. But yeah, this is the way to go. System's designed. If you're too honest, if you're straight, you'll be finished. The system is there, all the way from the top. If you look at the parliament, MPs, they're all doing the system. Even these rich people, you know, we had our prime minister Rishi Sunak and his wife. They had a non-don status where they don't pay tax here in the UK because on paper they were US citizens, or whatever loophole they had, they avoided paying tax. And these are leaders. These are supposed to be the exemplars of society. And the irony is that these exemplars of society, the MPs and the powers and the people who are on top of the game, they are the most scammiest. Tax avoidance and all sorts. But the small fish like us, we have to pay the price for everything. We pay the most taxes. We are dealt with harsher if we get things wrong or if we do an honest mistake. So this is the irony of life, guys. The system is not in favor of the working class. small person. It's only in favor of the rich elite that have money and options. But anyways, I've vented my frustration for this morning. But yeah, Uber, if you want to get a taxi license here in South Yorkshire, it's not a joke. It's a lot of stress, lot of loopholes. You have to do a knowledge test. I had to do a knowledge test, revise for that rubbish. And at the end of the day, the navigation is telling you where to go. I'm a private hire driver, I'm not a black taxi driver. I don't need to know every corner of the city. So you pick up your customer and it shows you the drop off. Why do I have to revise the nonsense that they're teaching you? Yes, if you're in London and you want to do a black taxi, be a black taxi driver, yes, learn the knowledge, knock yourself out, go ahead. But in a small city up here in Yorkshire, you don't need that rubbish. But again, it's a money making scam and a scheme. So drivers fall for that rubbish. And they have to do it to get the license. And then a driving assessment. I've been driving for 17 bloody years. Don't need no cunt to tell me I can drive or can't drive. So the system is a shaitani system. Well, what can you do? You have to play it and see how this goes. I've decided I'm going to keep my part-time job in the evening. 2 hours a day is better. And then I'll see what I'm going to do with this taxi. But the problem is, if you don't have capital to buy a car, you need to rent it. And it's expensive and it will add up. And then the insurance is a scam in itself. 4 grand for what? To drive a bloody car? It's a joke, guys. It's a joke. The whole system is a joke. Anyhow, yeah, the assessment, I passed the assessment. So now I need to go to book myself up for a medical checkup. That's £50–60. Fill in another application. Part of the procedures. I don't know what that nonsense is. Again, I've done all of that already. And then you have to find a car. They'll give you a plate. And that could take a few weeks. If you don't have a car of your own, you can rent a car. But you need to give the reg for that car so they can print the plate for that particular car. And then later, if you decide to change the car and you need a new plate, they still charge you for a plate. Motherfuckers. So this is where we are, guys. This is where we are. I took a little holiday, a little break, thinking that I'll be, much more calmer, and I'm more pissed off, if I'm honest, because I saw how other people are living. They're poorer than us. They have a weaker economy than us here in the UK. But people are living nice. It was February. I went there a few days ago. Just came back a few days ago. It's 23 degrees. The sun is out. People are enjoying their life. The food is nice. I'm thinking, I'm fucking slaving around here, paying all these taxes. Shitty weather. Shitty system. So I'm planning to just craft hard, work my ass off, do what I need to do and leave this country. Even if it means I have to live in a hot country for 6 months, come back here for 6 months, check on my kids, make sure they're okay. 6 months here, or 3 months there, 3 months there, 3 months there, 3 months there. I'm not dying in this place, I'll tell you. This fucking weather's miserable. The system is corrupt. Everyone's depressed. Fucking boomers look at you like you should not exist. I reckon they need to fuck off. They need to fuck off to the next world with their shitty old mentality. Oh, back in my day, we worked hard, we slaved hard, and it paid off. Yeah, the prices that you bought a house for was 10 grand, and now it's $500,000. Fucking bastards. Absolute bastards. Life was great back then. Piss off back then. These are boomers I'm talking about, guys. These are in their 50s, late 50s, 60s. They think they know it all. They've seen it all. They think their generation their generation worked hard, done the right thing. That our generation, the millennials and Gen X and what have you, should follow theirs. But they don't know society has moved on. Things have moved on. So they're stuck in their Lala world until they move on from this world. Things have changed. A job is never for life anymore. And it doesn't pay. It does not pay. It does not pay. Anyways, guys, I've rumbled on a bit. Taxi license is not a joke. Private hire license is not a joke. It's a lot of time wasting, a lot of effort, a lot of fees up front you have to pay to be able to get a slave job. It's not a joke. So think about it. It might not be for everyone. So I'm going to give it a go. I've come this far, passed the knowledge test, passed my driving assessment. I'm going to get the plate, hire a vehicle for a couple of months. If I don't enjoy it, I'm going to stick the plate up their ass and tell them to take it where the sun don't shine. I'm not interested if that's the situation. Anyways, have a lovely day, guys.